Loyalty programs are everywhere. You've probably signed up for one without thinking much about it. A coffee shop card that promises a free drink after 10 visits. A grocery app that gives points for every dollar spent. An airline membership that claims earned miles and status perks. At first glance, loyalty programs look harmless, even beneficial. They give you free stuff. They reward repeat customers. They create a sense of belonging to a community. But when you look closer, something subtle begins to emerge. Loyalty programs are not just about rewards, they are about behavior shaping. They encourage people to keep spending with the same company again and again. And that can create hidden costs that are easy to overlook. Today, we're going to look at how loyalty programs can quietly change how people spend, why they can create financial traps, and how big companies design them to maximize engagement, often at your expense. Most loyalty programs work on simple psychology. They leverage completion bias, the human desire to finish something once it's started. That's why stamped coffee cards are effective. After 3 or 4 stamps, you feel motivated to collect more just to reach the free drink, even if you're not genuinely craving coffee. Starbucks Rewards is one of the world's biggest examples. You earn stars for every dollar you spend, and as you earn more stars, you unlock higher tiers with better rewards. It sounds great on the surface, earn stars, get free drinks. But if you pay attention, many people end up spending more to reach the next tier quickly, or choosing more expensive drinks because they want more stars. Someone might buy a $5 latte instead of a $3 brewed coffee simply because the latte earns more stars. That's not saving money. That's spending more to feel like you're winning. And the company knows this. The way Starbucks structures its rewards encourages people to spend incrementally more and return frequently, not because they need coffee, but because the program pulls them back into the cycle. Another high-profile example is airline loyalty programs like Delta SkyMiles, United Mileage Plus, and American Airlines A Advantage. These programs promise miles for flights, elite status, priority boarding, free checked bags, and other perks. Frequent flyers often chase status because it feels like they're part of an elite club. But here's the subtle part. People sometimes choose flights based on mileage earning rather than price or convenience. A traveler might take a slightly longer or more expensive flight because it earns more miles. Over time, this behavior can cost real money. In addition, airlines often inflate the number of miles required for award flights. What looked like a free flight might actually require tens of thousands of points that were earned by spending significantly more on travel or credit card purchases than someone initially intended. Chase and American Express co-market airline and hotel credit cards that tie into loyalty programs in a deeper way. These cards give hefty bonuses if you spend a certain amount within the first few months. That feels like free money, but people often end up increasing their spending to reach the bonus. And when annual fees kick in, sometimes $95, $195 or more, the cost begins to offset the rewards. Retailers are another major part of this story. Take the Kroger Plus card or the Target Circle program. These programs give members fuel points or small discounts on certain products. For people who shop there anyway, this can offer marginal savings. But many shoppers start to interpret those savings as justification for spending more overall. Someone at Kroger might fill up their cart more than planned because they're chasing fuel savings or bonus points on specific categories. The discount becomes a psychological nudge to spend differently, often more, not less. Similarly, Target Circle gives 1% back on purchases and sends weekly offers that feel personalized. Those offers often push you toward items you weren't necessarily planning to buy. The joy of saving $1 on a $20 item can obscure the fact that the dollar would be better left unspent. Another significant example is Amazon Prime, which many people do not think of as a traditional loyalty program but functions as one in practice. For an annual fee, currently $139 in the US, members get free shipping, Prime Video, Prime Day deals, and more. For people who use Amazon frequently, the free shipping alone can justify the membership. But for others, Prime becomes an expense just to stay competitive with prices on Amazon. If a product offers the same price on a different store but charges shipping, Prime members might still buy on Amazon to avoid the shipping fee. That cost avoidance strategy often results in more overall spending, not less. People buy more frequently because the friction of shipping cost is removed. What feels like saving, not paying shipping, becomes a psychological push to buy more often. During Prime Day events, Amazon heavily promotes deals to members only. That creates an urgency loop. Significant discounts are available only for a limited time to you because you're a member. Many people purchase items they didn't need originally because the deal feels too good to pass up. Over time, the membership fee becomes a cost that justifies behavior that increases total spending. Some loyalty programs also sell data back to advertisers or use it to profile customer habits. Every purchase, every redemption, and every interaction builds a picture of your preferences and spending patterns. Companies use that data to send targeted offers, push notifications, or personalized emails designed to bring you back into the cycle. The data becomes part of the system's currency. The more it knows about you, the more efficiently it can nudge you toward buying behavior that benefits the company's bottom line, not necessarily your financial health. One of the most subtle psychological functions of loyalty programs is how they exploit loss aversion. That's a well-studied human bias where people feel the pain of losing something more strongly than the pleasure of gaining the same thing. So when someone is close to earning a reward, a free drink, a discount, a status level, the idea of losing that progress feels worse than the gain feels good. A Kroger shopper might return 3 more times in a week to avoid losing 10 fuel points. An airline traveler might book an extra flight in December to maintain status instead of waiting until January. A coffee drinker might visit the shop daily instead of every other day just to keep momentum on their rewards card. All of these small decisions add up, not because the rewards are huge, but because losing progress feels worse than missing out on extra spending feels good. That's not sound financial decision-making. It's psychology wired into the system. Loyalty programs are not inherently bad. They can offer genuine value, and for some people they are absolutely worth participating in. But the hidden cost is how they subtly reshape priorities and spending patterns over time. People don't often notice the shift because each decision feels small in isolation. A coffee here, a flight there, a grocery trip with bonus fuel points, none of them seems like much until you look at the sum of it all. That's the trap. What feels like savings can easily become justified spending. What feels like rewards can become expected costs. And what feels like membership perks can become mental pressure to stay engaged. Understanding loyalty programs through this psychological and financial lens doesn't mean you stop participating. It means you participate intentionally, aware of the influence these systems have on behavior. Because loyalty systems are designed to benefit the company first and the consumer second. Sometimes the value really is there, and sometimes it's very marginal. The difference often comes down to how much the program influences the decisions you make, rather than simply rewarding the decisions you already would have made. Loyalty programs can feel wonderful when everything aligns and the rewards stack up. But the trap appears when the reward becomes the reason to spend, not the reason you started spending in the first place.